So when you're talking about navigating someplace that you want to get in life, let's just say that it's not even a plan of going back to school or getting a house or whatever of those things. Let's just say you're trying to get from one side of town to the other that you don't know. What do you use? A map. So when we think of navigating our lives, use a map, make a plan. And when you make a plan, you have direction, you have navigation, and you have pieces in place that are pre-drawn. So when you have a plan, if you have a goal, you need to put a plan to it, then you put the actions to it. So that means I want to go back to school. Okay, what school is going to serve me best? What is it that I want to study? When can I enroll? How much does it cost? Those are pieces to your map that are going to ultimately get you to one checkpoint, which is into the classroom, and then through the rest of the coursework, whether it's just a one-day class on CPR or whether it's a 8-year course where you are going into psychology or whatever else that would take 8 years to do. So when you're talking about having a map, you make a plan. What's your plan for losing weight? You don't just hop up, or we shouldn't just hop up and initially think that, well, if I either take these pills, if I take these shots, or if I just starve myself, that's going to be sufficient. That's a bad map. Tear that up, throw it in the river, start over. To lose that weight, or whatever your plan is, it has to have some merit to it. It has to have some substance to it, and it has to have consistency and discipline. If I want to navigate to the top of a mountain, I'm going to have to be consistent and disciplined about this uphill climb. Even if I'm coming down it, I still have to be deliberate about my actions that are on that map, because when you don't follow the map, what happens? You get lost, and now you are somewhere off course, and you are somewhere that you didn't plan on being had you just stayed on the plan. If you really draw it out and it makes sense and you can see the tunnel, the end of the tunnel by the map that you've drawn, then you've got a good thing and you should proceed forward with it. If you still don't and you're still struggling, one, ask other people who've made maps. Everybody in life has made some form of map because they had a plan, whether it was a plan to rob a bank or whether it was a plan to catch the person who robbed the bank. There is somebody around you that has made a map. And the map that you want is somebody who's made a map that's similar to the map that you're trying to draw. That's the other one. What are you trying to be the architect of? So if you're trying to be the architect of a better spouse or a better parent, talk to people who've gone through those things. Because the person who decided that they wanted to be a dog groomer, no disrespect, but it's not the same. You can certainly have in place these steps. There's probably steps for everything to say, this is what you need for a map. 1, get a big sheet of paper. 2, get something to draw on that sheet of paper. And then from there, it's probably going to vary in a lot of ways. I mean, you're going to still need to know coordinates and things like that, but maps are going to differ. And the terrain of the map is what you're talking about. If you are trying to cross the desert, probably talking to a sea captain isn't going to get you as far as if you talk to somebody else who had crossed that same desert, or at least a similar one. So I hope that makes sense. So when we're talking about trying to navigate in life, make a plan, have your map, M.A.P, make a plan, and be able to really have the smoothest journey that you can, because sometimes we make it harder on ourselves by trying to just wing it, by trying to just figure out like in the moment, and a lot of things don't have that tolerance for them. Once you get to a point where you are now saying, well, I'll just make it up as I go, that never ends well. And if it does, you got lucky most of the time. We get lucky if we try to just wing it. Guys, you got to have a plan. Have a plan when you're just trying to be a better person, if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to gain weight, if you're trying to get faster, if you're trying to get a better job, if you're trying to be a better spouse, parent, sibling, child, whatever it is, make a plan and put that plan into action. But take the time to draw it out. If you've already decided in your mind that you need to navigate onto something better in life or make changes, you are already winning in that capacity. That's the beauty of it. You've already won, because the change already took place in your mind. Now the change in the world can happen. You don't have to be talked into it or go through any other hard lessons. So take your time drawing that map. Be meticulous about it. Have your craftsmanship. Talk to the other people that have done maps as well and that have navigated certain areas in life. This is what we want for ourselves. This is what I want for you guys. Hopefully you would want it for me. And as always, I hope this finds everybody in your place, pursuit, or beginnings of total health, mind, body, and soul. But before that, leave your ace up the sleeve, your advice, your comment, your experience, because we've all got maps in our past. So again, peace, love, unity, solidarity, and as always, subscriptions and videos. So stick around.